Trail talk time. Got another beauty of a trail. Sunny day. Just gorgeous out. Finally feeling nice and springy. I wanted to talk about finding your purpose today. You know, many people might feel lost in their life and feel like they don't have a purpose or know what their purpose is in life. And once you start to find out what it is, life becomes a whole lot easier. And so I just wanted to share some things that have helped me to find my purpose, which is always evolving as well. I mean, we're always evolving, and it's good to continue to learn new things. And I think there's some keys that have helped me, and it goes back to my childhood. You know, learning about what was really your passion as a kid, what made you happy, what made you feel good, what were you really interested in as a kid. And for me, one of the main things was music. Looking back, pretty much my first memories are watching music videos and rocking out on my little guitar and having this fake rock star wig and headbanging and just getting so into the music. And more it just became clear that music was part of my calling, right? I just love making music, whether it be writing or freestyling. I've started to perform more recently, and I just feel more and more confident that this is something that I'm meant to be doing. And I've been getting more and more feedback that continues to nurture that and shows me that I'm doing something good, you know, something right, because people tend to be telling me, you know, this is something that you're really good at, and this is something that we can tell that you have a lot of passion for. And I really do. And making these videos as well, you know, I've always felt like I wanted to just help people. I always was the peacekeeper in my family. Like if my brothers were fighting or something, I would always be the one to try and come between them, or just be put in between them to keep the peace sort of thing. And I always wanted to help out around the house and clean and stuff like that. So that was, you know, another key, is just looking back and seeing that. And that's really something I've always wanted to do, is just help people. And I think that's why I started these trail talks, just to give any bit of inspiration that I can that's helped me in my life. And you might have heard me say in some videos, you know, if I can even help or inspire one person, then it's great, you know, I'm happy. It just feels good to help people. But looking at your purpose, going back to seeing things that you've enjoyed in your childhood and things that you've gravitated towards over the years. You know, I was having a conversation with my mom about this album by The Who called Tommy. And it's an amazing album. I mean, I just fell in love with it. And there's so much depth in this album that I never really got. I never really understood when I was first listening to it. You know, I loved the concept of the album and stuff, but I didn't really grasp the deeper meanings behind it until later on. And then, you know, I was telling my mom how it's funny how we gravitate towards certain things and we might not even know why. But then all of a sudden I started to get into spiritual topics and spirituality, and I started to realize how deep the album was. Not to get too far into it, but it's an incredible album, and it's very spiritual, and it touches on a lot of, main things that really started to help me have this spiritual awakening, or these moments of awakening. And we just went out to eat last night, and she brought some old paperwork from when I was a kid in school, and I had all these sketches, and I was telling her I saw a yin yang, and I told her I always drew yin yangs, I always loved the symbol. And she's like, isn't that funny? And I gave her a sarcastic laugh, but really I was thinking about it, and it's the same thing, once I started to embark on more of a spiritual journey and look within myself. I remember one day I looked at the symbol, and I started to extrapolate all of this wisdom from it. It's such a deep symbol that shows the beautiful balance in all of life. And I started to use it as a metaphor in my life for everything, and realize that everything is all about balance. And so little things like that, little keys that you can go back and retrieve from your childhood will help to start opening doors for you in your future, and give you little hints pertaining to your purpose. And I think it's also important to know, obviously we can learn new things, and we can grow, and you don't always have to be instantly good at something. But I think your purpose is something that comes naturally to you. You don't have to force anything to try and, get through it or something like that. It's something that you love to do, right? It's something that makes you feel good, and it energizes you. And also, I think going back to helping people, I think, your highest purpose in life is really about service as well, about service to others, service to the world. And if you can mesh all of these together and figure out something that, hits on all of these categories, you enjoy it, you feel energized by it, you have some type of talent, or, you have some type of skill level within it, or you're naturally good at it, and if it can be of help or of service to others, then this is such a beautiful culmination of things that will show you, this may be my purpose, right? This may be my main calling in life. And like I said, we have many different aspects of life. There's many parts of us, or many parts of our purpose. And music and doing these videos, these trail talks, are just, two aspects of what my purpose is in life. But essentially, I feel like they are two of the main things that I really just love to do, right? I love making music. I always feel so energized every time. If I write a new song, it's like boom, I feel great. I'm just I have this sense of accomplishment. And same thing with these videos, right? I've talked about in one of my videos how every time I make them, I'm just following my heart. I just feel like this is what I'm meant to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing it. And I feel so good making it, and I feel so good afterwards, and I'm getting more and more feedback again with these. Like my brother yesterday was just telling me, these videos aren't just you talking about nothing. You're speaking about things that are pertinent in my life right now, and even if I can just help him in little ways, then it makes me so happy. And so, yeah, I really just wanted to share that for today, because I feel like more and more I'm becoming in tune with my purpose and learning to share my talents more. And it's just helped to, lift a bit of weight off my shoulders. It's not like I'm struggling to search for something in my life anymore. I'm more so just flowing in that direction that feels good for me. And that's what it's all about. To flow in that direction, whatever feels best for you, whatever you're just naturally gravitating towards and you want to be doing, those are probably part of your purpose. And so it just takes a little bit of introspection, maybe, if you're feeling lost and you don't know what you want to do with your life. And everything is trial and error. I mean, if you start doing something and it doesn't happen to work out the way that you want, it's not like you're stuck doing it forever, right? So, don't close yourself off and think that there's only one thing that you're supposed to be doing in your life. There are many different avenues that we can take. But I think it is good to find, some focus, right? Find one or two things that you can really put your energy towards and your focus towards, so that you're not being pulled in all of these directions all the time. And that's really what's been helping me in my life. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly share that. Hope everyone has an amazing day. Get out and enjoy this beautiful sunshine. Peace and limitless love.